Hey everybody, welcome to Britpops Reacts with BP1 and BP2.
You may as well just do the rest of my job.
Welcome. Today we have got Johnny Cash, the Ballad of Ira Hayes.
Yes.
Why have we got why are we doing this one today?
We're doing this lovely version, or this lovely request, because our very supportive member, Firefighter Chick, Angie, went over, popped in there, bought us some coffees and said, could you please, when you get time, do this for me? So here we are.
Yes, indeed.
The Ballad of Ira Hayes. This recording by Johnny Cash is supposedly the sort of most popular version. The song was written by a folk singer by the name of Peter Lafarge, and it tells the story of Ira Hayes, one of the 6 Marines who became famous for raising the US flag on Mount Suribachi during the Battle of Iwo Jima. I don't know if you know that one, where they all sort of stood there sort of raising the flag up during World War II. Members of the Western Writers of America chose it as one of the top 100 Western songs of all time. So it's a Western song, not a country song.
Oh, okay. Good info. All right, well, let's get into it then. Johnny Cash,
Let's do.
the Ballad of Ira Hayes.
And a couple from Johnny.
We have, yeah, he's the top guy. Do subscribe with us at Britpops React. Do come with us.
That's post.
Ira Hayes, Ira Hayes, call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Gather round me, people, there's a story I would tell about a brave young Indian you should remember well. From the land of the Pima Indian, a proud and noble band who farmed the Phoenix Valley in Arizona land. Down their ditches 1,000 years, the waters grew Ira's people's crops, till the white man stole their water rights and the sparkling water stopped. Now Ira's folks were hungry, and their land grew crops of weeds. When war came, Ira volunteered and forgot the white man's greed. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. There they battled up Iwo Jima Hill, 250 men, but only 27 lived to walk back down again.
Wow.
And when the fight was over and Old Glory raised, among the men who held it high was the Indian Ira Hayes.
He's got such a great way of telling it. He just sort of, everything just switches off when you're just listening to Johnny, aren't you? He's just got such a...
The voice is like a lived-in voice, isn't it? You know, when he's talking.
Yes.
When he's singing it, talking it, telling it, you kind of just in it. You know, you're living it with him. I mean, it's brilliant, great.
It is. It's. I mean, and what a story as well to tell. I mean, I'm learning so much just by sat here listening.
Yeah,
you know, it's
a history lesson and a great song at the same time. What more can you ask for? I mean, musically, it's pretty simple, but like I say, it's a story behind it that's kind of captivating, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, it is. It is, but it has that. Again, it's of its time, and it's. I don't know. There's a flow about it, isn't there? With his voice, such good. A lot of his tracks are like that, aren't they?
It just delivers it so well. I mean, it doesn't sort of go into any sort of vocal gymnastics. He kind of just delivers it, but it just sounds brilliant, doesn't it? It just sounds so great. That gravelly voice just hooks you right in.
Yeah, it does. There you go. This is from Firefighter Chick. Firefighter Chick is one of our Patreons at Britpops.
Oh, she is indeed.
You could too. Head over to patreon.com.
I've got all small.
Britpops React. We have some early releases, as you see down there below BP2. We do some polls. I also get some videos from us, all sorts of stuff in the background. So do check us out. Go and have a look and see if it's something you're going to be part of. Great community, and thank you so much to all our Patreons for that. All right.
Okie dokie.
Let's keep on whirling.
Okay.
BPR Rewind.
You are. Another button.
The man who held it high was the Indian Ira Hayes. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Ira Hayes returned a hero, celebrated through the land. He was wined and speeched and honored. Everybody shook his hand, but he was just a Pima Indian. No water, no home, no chance. At home, nobody cared what Ira done, and when did the Indians dance? Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, nor the Marine that went to war. Then Ira started drinking hard. Jail was often his home. They let him raise the flag and lower it, like you'd throw a dog a bone. He died drunk early one morning. Alone in the land he fought to save. 2 inches of water in a lonely ditch was a grave for Ira Hayes. Call him drunken Ira Hayes, he won't answer anymore. Not the whiskey drinking Indian, or the Marine that went to war. Yeah, call him drunken Ira Hayes, but his land is just as dry, and his ghost is lying thirsty in the ditch where Ira died.
Wow. Cool. That was cool, mate. That was like, that's a lesson, isn't it? As well as
definitely
the song. And why is it? There's so many great things that happen out there, and they always seem to end with a bad. You know, some people, the great things that people have done, it always ends up in a bad way, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah. You know, not the greatness that they sort of do always becomes forgotten once that chapter's over. But yeah, I mean, that was quite a sort of a reflective reaction for us there. Not too much sort of comments or mucking about from us. It was just sort of sitting there having a history lesson told to us by the great Johnny Cash, which yeah, now I've taken that all in, and it's sort of in there for good now. Probably I knew of the Marines raising the flag on Iwo Jima. Didn't know anything about Ira Hayes. Now I do. Learned something new again.
Absolutely, and me a lot more. So yeah, I mean, it's hard, isn't it, to score stuff like that? But
yeah,
I'll give it an 8.5. That's what I would do.
8.5
for me.
I mean, like, again, we know how great Johnny is. We know how great song it is, but we're just basing this on that song itself and the performance. So 8.5 up there from us two fools who now know who Ira Hayes is.
We do, indeed. I don't know what Phil thought now.
What an absolute splendid few minutes that was.
Oh, he enjoyed that as well.
Great words, Phil. Great word.
Unit.
He summed that up better than we could.
We did, yes. Good job, Phil.
Good job.
Thanks for joining us at Britpops React today. Until tomorrow. It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him and him and him and me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
Get off!
He's a 20th century boy.